Hello everyone, this is part 1 of What If Naruto Was the Ghost Rider. This story is made by EternalBlizzardofSword66, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. It is often said that legends rule over the ninja world. Help everyone understand things, from different points of view, based on how they're told. What a lot of people don't know, is that some of those legends are real. The yellow flash of Konoha was real. He was formerly the Yondaime Hokage of Konoha, until the day of Kyuubi's attack. Another real legend. But before the ninja world came known, there was another true legend. The legend of the devil's mercenary himself, the Ghost Rider. Once every generation, there is a Ghost Rider that sends the S of the guilty to hell, leaving only the S of the innocent, and those who wish to repent. Now, 12 years after the events of the Kyuubi attack, a young genin ninja, by the name of Naruto, currently passing his final test to be a genin. It was purely circumstantial, as the point of the test, by their Chunin instructor, Kakashi Hatake, was teamwork. Needless to say, the cell of Narutouzumaki, Sakura Haruno, and Sasuke Uchiha, lacked that, but still pulled it together. It was later that night, Naruto was staggering home. Despite his outward happy-go-lucky appearance, he was angry and sad. Only due to the reason, that he was the jailer of Kyuubi. He was seen, as that monster. The things I put up with for these people. It amazes even me. Still, I can't let anyone down. I'm on my way, to being able to get the respect, actually get real friends, and I don't plan to let them down. I will do anything to protect them, Naruto said. It was then, that thunder and lightning kept cracking outside. It set off the power. Suddenly, a man with a skull scepter came in. Who are you? Naruto asked. The man was a bit more visible. The ultimate master of power. Somebody who will help those who need help when they seek it, the man said. Naruto smirked. Your point? Naruto asked. The man chuckled lightly. You, Naruto Uzumaki, is somebody who wishes to gain power, to protect. I can give you that power. I can also help you with Kyuubi, the man said. This shocked Naruto to the core. You have my attention, Naruto said. The man smirked. I am the devil, but call me Dios. You're a ninja. Naturally, you will grow stronger. But I can give you powers that can S even the greatest of demons. A power, which Kyuubi knows about. All you have to do, is sell your S to me, Dios said. Naruto was slightly taken aback. The power to protect my village, my country, my home, my people. You have that deal. I may not like a whole lot of these villages, but if I'm to be Hokage one day, I still must care. Besides, once they know that I'm innocent, I'll be fine, Naruto said. Dios held out a contract. That will do. Now Naruto, your S belongs to me, until your use to me is no longer. It will be then, that I shall return it to you. So I do advise becoming stronger, like a normal ninja, Dios said. Naruto nodded. Why me though? Sasuke says he wants to K somebody who K his entire clan. But why me, over him? Naruto asked. Dios chuckled. A few reasons. 1. I'm helping the eldest of my little brothers, Kyuubi, fulfill his revenge. All demons come from the same source of power, with me being the devil. His revenge is against Orochimaru, who used what you ninjas call a genjutsu to attack Konoha. 2nd, you have a noble cause for it. Sasuke Uchiha wishes to K his older brother, Itachi. However, there are some things he needs to see first off. I have sought somebody who is worthy of being a Ghost Rider. You Naruto are the next Ghost Rider, Dios said, as he touched Naruto. Naruto felt intense pain. I have seen noble Ghost Riders, and I find they are the more likable ones. They don't abuse the power I have given them. I know you won't let me down. Thing is, you sold your S to me for power. I gave you the powers of the Ghost Rider, as the deal. That power will help you become stronger than any normal ninja, Dios said. He let go of Naruto, as Naruto almost passed out. Your first major mission will be when your powers activate, during the final battle, if it is at night, for the power of the Ghost Rider is only usable in the shadows. Now, there will be many ninja you will face who only know how to make a living, not belonging to any form of village. When in your Ghost Rider form, you'll be able to tell the ones who are good and evil, Dios said, before Naruto passed out. Those clothes of yours. They will not do, Dios said. He turned Naruto's orange jumper into a black muscle tank top, a leather jacket, a pair of leather gloves, and a pair of black jeans. He did that to all of his clothes. Dios then vanished. Naruto woke up the next morning. He knew last night was no dream. He was concerned, as he looked at himself in the mirror. But then, he knew that he had to live by one simple phrase. Live every day, without fear. Some 2 months after becoming a genin, the Hokage had assigned Team 7 with a C-ranked mission. It was their first. Naruto was the one who pressed for it, but now, as they and their client, Tazuna, began to travel, Naruto was inwardly worried. Despite his change in appearance, he was still the same, until now. Hey Dobe. Why the worried face? Sasuke half-humorously asked. It was both Naruto's and Sasuke's. Nothing much. I just have a bad feeling about this mission. It's like, get down, Naruto said, as he sensed a weapon heading towards them. He took Sakura and Sasuke down, as the weapon missed, and wrapped around Kakashi. But that only revealed to be a replacement log. After that, Kakashi managed to defeat the two that had attacked him. They were not common thieves, but Chunin-level ninjas. Alright Tazuna. Mind explaining what's really going on? This mission should be more like B-ranked, possibly a ranked, Kakashi said, in an unusual demanding voice. The masked Chunin was known for being lazy, reading a perverted type of book, but not for being overly angry. Forgive me, but it was all I know, my country could afford. The Land of Waves has a very terrible economy, ever since the business tycoon, Gato, came in and took over. He's not a good person at all. I was building a bridge that will connect us to the mainland, that will cripple his influence over us. That is why he wants me. He's even willing to pay high prices, or so it would seem. If the price is too high, he'll get an army of his men to waste the ninja, so not to pay him, Tazuna said. Naruto smirked. Well, that would explain things. I'm gonna leave it up to the majority of my cell to determine if we continue, Kakashi said. With his one exposed eye, he turned towards them all. All three of them agreed. It surprised everyone, as everyone would have thought that Sakura at least, would have wanted to back down. What would happen a couple of days later? Almost anyone would have backed out at that point. The five were attacked by somebody in the ninja land's most wanted list. Zabuza Momaki. Akka, the Mist Demon. Everyone, get Tazuna to safety. I got him, Kakashi said, lifting up his headband, uncovering his left eye. It revealed to be a special eye. An eye, of the Sharingan. So, it would seem as if you're smart after all, Zabuza said to Kakashi. When the three genin did move Tazuna, they noticed the rather intense fight between the two. Kakashi used the Sharingan's unique ability to copy down every jutsu that was used against him. And people wonder why he's the copycat ninja. He has copied every jutsu thrown at him, Naruto said. This shocked both Sakura and Sasuke. What? I read. And yes, I'm not as dumb as people think. I just prefer if they thought I was dumb, so that they underestimate me, Naruto said. Both Sakura and Sasuke looked at each other. Now Sakura would normally be all giddy when Sasuke looked at her, mind you, what young female wouldn't, but this was more like a look of understanding their supposedly hyper teammate. Mizu Dragon Jutsu, both Zabuza and Kakashi shouted. They launched their respective dragons, colliding together. How? It's like, Zabuza said, before Kakashi see him off. I can see the future. I can. And for you, it's death, Kakashi said. Suddenly, Senbon needles suddenly stuck out of Zabuza's neck. A hunter ninja then came in, and grabbed the body. Thank you. He's been a lot of trouble for quite some time, the ninja said, before vanishing. Kakashi walked off the water, before he collapsed. The four caught him. Battling Zabuza drained my chakra. I need a few days to fully recover. How close are we, sir? Kakashi asked. Tazuna smiled. Very, Tazuna said. Everyone sighed. They had to cross the lake by boat. During that, Sasuke and Naruto stared at each other, almost silently communicating with one another. I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad that Zabuza is Sakura said. Naruto sighed. I don't think he is. Something tells me that this whole situation just ain't right, Naruto said. This shocked Sakura and Sasuke, though Sasuke began to understand. Yeah, I remember this. While genin like us don't know these things at first, Naruto and I have done our research, Sasuke said. Naruto nodded. It helps with becoming stronger. That hunter ninja might not be one, Naruto said. Kakashi sighed. He had listened to the conversation. Well, you're right. It was a simulated death. When hit correctly with senbon needles, it can induce a death trance, which simulates death, until the needles are removed, Kakashi said. Soon after that, the five made it across the lake, and went to Tazuna's house. He lived with his daughter and grandson. The names were Tsunami and Inari. Naruto was outside in the forest after the supper. Looks like the major battle is coming up, a familiar voice said. Naruto turned around, to see Dios. What's going on? Naruto asked. Dios chuckled. You are becoming my mercenary. The Ghost Rider. Tonight will be your first transformation, as there are some sinners. Gato's men lurk around. You'll see them, and send them to hell, Dios said. He snapped his fingers 2 times. With your teammates, they know you said you're gonna be training alone all night. So they don't have to worry. Now, my young friend, I have a gift. A Ghost Rider would not be complete without his ride, Dios said. He moved to the side, revealing a motorcycle, fit for Naruto. Naruto saw it, and began to scream in agony. You are one of the few who I could use immediately, as you are tough, and heal fast, thanks to QB. Now go. Set out, Dios said, before vanishing. Naruto screamed out loud. All of his skin was replaced by everlasting fire, and his head was a flaming skull. He chuckled, as he got on. The motorcycle transformed, and was also on fire now. Next morning, Naruto woke up. He knew that what he did was no dream, as he could still feel the bee. He got up, and got dressed. It's about time you got up, Kakashi said. Naruto sighed. I exhausted myself last night. I need to work on chakra control, Naruto said, lying to Kakashi. Well, now that you mention it, I was going to teach you guys something that would help. When you're ready, follow me. Unless, of course, you wish to wait a day or two, Kakashi suggested. Naruto sighed. No, I won't have special treatment. I know about him, and I know that you know about that as well. Because of that, I have more chakra and stamina, and recovery rate. So don't worry about me, Naruto said. Kakashi did show the 3 how to climb trees only by walking up. Sakura, due to perfect control, got it first try. But Naruto and Sasuke would have to work on it a few more days. On the 6th night being at Tazuna's, Naruto worked on controlling his ghost form. He finally managed to, but he was clearly exhausted at that. He woke up next day, around 2 p.m. Late for him. What? 2 p.m. Damn, he said. He got up, got dressed, and ate some lunch that was left for him. That took about 1 hour. He also recalled a mysterious person whom he met the day before. The boy's name was Haku. Though anyone could mistake him for a girl at any time. Mentions about protecting the ones close to you gave real strength. No duh. I got strength, but am I going to regret it? Naruto asked himself. He suddenly heard some screaming, and went outside. It was Tsunami, and Inari. 2 thugs had cornered them. Get away from them, Naruto shouted. He attacked the 2 thugs, freeing Tsunami and Inari. He turned his head to them. Turn away, and plug your ears, Naruto said. Both of them nodded, and obeyed. The thugs were actually scarred. One of them smirked. You don't have the guts to do so, kid, one of them said. Naruto smirked, slitting the guy's throat. You wouldn't be the first guy I've had to K. Any of them after the first, is considerably easier. Now you will join, Naruto said, slitting the other thug's throat. He then took them to a nearby barrel, filled it up with gasoline, and beat them. He noticed that Inari and Tsunami were still in the same position. He tapped them both on the shoulders. Sorry about that. Seeing death is never easy. But Inari, now do you believe me? Guys like Gato, nor his cronies scare me. I have been beaten, and bruised, on a daily basis, by normal people, because of something out of my control. I have K before, and my occupation requires me to K over and over again when needed. Rest assured, I will make sure that Gato isn't a threat when I'm done, Naruto said. Inari nodded. Thank you Naruto, and sorry, Inari said. Both Tsunami and Inari got home alright, as Naruto ran to the bridge. It took him a little while to get there, but he arrived no problem. He looked at the situation. Kakashi was indeed fighting Zabuza again, while Sasuke was trapped in a dome of ice mirrors. Those things can easily be brought back, if that ninja uses a bloodline to control water and ice, Naruto said. He ran and slid under. Sasuke was annoyed at that. Naruto had even tossed off his jacket. DOBE. You could have proven more useful outside, Sasuke said. Naruto shook his head. Not true. If I'm not mistaken, this is a bloodline limit. So regeneration of these mirrors will still be possible. So either way, I'm still useful. Team, Naruto said. Sasuke sighed. The ice user kept jumping in between mirrors, trying to exhaust the boys, throwing senbon needles at them. He then gathered a bunch, and aimed at Naruto. But Sasuke intervened. He took all the needles. Nah. You, too. I'm not gonna make it, Sasuke said. He was littered with needles. Naruto was saddened. Don't say that. You can't S on us, not when we had our first major mission, Naruto said. Sasuke grasped Naruto's hand. I have nothing to give. Sorry about the way I was, you don't deserve that treatment. You need power, more than me. You need it, to survive. Mine is for revenge. The man I want is my older brother. Itachi. K him for me, Sasuke said, before he closed his eyes. Naruto knew Sasuke was only in a death trance, but it still angered him. You will pay, Naruto shouted, as he exploded with newfound power, breaking all the mirrors. He realized he tapped into Kyuubi's powers. He then smirked a bit. But his smirk faded when he saw the mask split, revealing Haku. Naruto-kun. I'm sorry, but you and I both know that our business does boil down to things like this. However, I am a broken tool, so I would ask for you to K me, Haku said. Naruto shook his head. He did attack Haku, knocking him out, after a solid chop to the chest, knocking the breath out of Haku. Suddenly, he heard a chuckle. Everyone did. The mist had cleared. He picked up both Haku's and Sasuke's B, and brought them to Sakura and Tazuna. Leave now, take them with you. They aren't Naruto said. The two left with the knocked out B. It was night out. Well, look what we have here. 2 leaf ninjas, and my assassin. Too bad your contract is up Zabuza, a man said. Zabuza growled at that. You plan to K me Gato. I know how you work. Too bad it won't work on me. You'll S first, Zabuza said. Naruto smirked at that. So did Gato. He's right. All of you will S now. Or shall I say, be sent to hell, Naruto said. He became the Ghost Rider. He whistled for his motorcycle to come to him. Everyone was shocked, and scarred of what they had just seen. Naruto rode up to Gato, and choked him. Look into my eyes, and feel the pain of all those you have done wrong to, or K, and shall it your S from the flesh, very painfully, Naruto said. Gato did look in the blank hollows of Naruto's flaming skull head, and he felt everything he had done, onto himself. He could only scream in pain and terror, before his eyes suddenly turned black, indicating that his S was detached from his body, for good. In other words, Naruto K Gato. Naruto, Kakashi said. Naruto looked at all the others. They did what was the most logical choice. They ran off the bridge, into their respective boats. More S need to go to hell, Naruto said. He picked up a long chain, and wrapped it around his shoulder. He then rode into the water, then on the water. How can he do that? Zabuza asked Kakashi. Kakashi didn't have the answer. Back with Naruto, he flung his chain out, as it burst into flames, and wrapped around one of the boats. Naruto yanked on it, destroying the boat. The thugs on they were caught under, and drowned. Naruto rode back up to the bridge. He then returned to his human form. Sensei, it's not Kyuubi who's done this. It was the devil. I sold my S, to ensure Konoha's safety, for good, until I am more than powerful enough, that I will not have any use for it. Don't tell anyone about it. Same for you Zabuza, Naruto said. Zabuza nodded, out of pure respect. I had no idea. I honestly thought you hated Konoha, Kakashi said. Naruto smirked. No, it was rough, but I don't hate it. I have no reason not to, Because I knew there were still some people who did care about me, Naruto said. He was right about that. The team was back in Konoha. Just in time as well. Buzz about the Chunin exam being held in Konoha this time around was all over the place. Kakashi had decided to enter them into the exams. But that was after Naruto had saved a friend, name being Konohamaru, the Hokage's grandson, from being killed by a sand genin. That sand genin's name was Kankuro. He was part of a three-man cell, which included his siblings, Temari and Gaara. Now it was at night. Naruto wasn't sure if he was to kill Gaara or not. He paced around in his apartment for quite some time, until it was nightfall. It was then that Dios appeared in Naruto's apartment. Naruto sensed this, and turned into the Ghost Rider. He looked at Dios, before sighing, remaining the same. Don't scare me like that, Naruto said. Dios nodded. Don't kill Gaara, Dios said. This shocked Naruto. Why? He's evil, Naruto said. Dios shook his head. He is like you. A demon carrier. He carries my youngest brother, Ichibi, or what people call him, Shukaku. Don't kill him. It isn't worth it. You can save him. Fight him, yes, during the exams. But don't kill him, Dios said. Naruto powered down to normal. You have a point now, sir, Naruto said. Dios sighed. Orochimaru is here. I don't want you to kill him yet. He is still very useful on this world. Wait a few years. I also wanted to explain something that could be of some use, Dios said. Both he and Naruto sat down. Now, your eyes of repentance are powerful, but they have another ability. If you destroy AS with a Dujutsu, or an eye bloodline limit, you'll get it. Especially useful if you want, the Sharingan, Dios said. This interested Naruto. Oh, so you want me to be the one who deals death to Itachi, Naruto said. Dios shook his head. No, he'll still be coming to hell, but Sasuke already claimed dibs on that man's S. You will help though. No, there is a much more powerful ninja, who has recently awoken from a long slumber. This Uchiha is actually my daughter, Madara. Like most of my children, we never did see eye to eye, so they wind up S. But she plans to go after a powerful contract. Almost as powerful as the contract of 1000 S. This one is the contract of the Seidai Mizukage, Dios said. Naruto was surprised by this. Why him? He's still alive, Naruto said. Dios nodded. But he is the ultimate oppressioner, besides Orochimaru. You see, because of him, all the bloodline limits in Mizu are gone. Anyone who threatens his power will S. Madara knows this, and needs his S to gain more and more power. She, like my deceased son, Blackheart, wants a lot of S. And the Mizukage bound his S to a contract, where the next Mizukage will also possess his S, Dios said. Naruto smirked. So you want me to find Madara, and kill her with my eyes, and gain the Sharingan, Naruto said. Dios nodded. I would go after her myself, but on this realm, I can't harm anybody. That is why I have my Ghost Riders, to bring all the evil S to hell. One time, it would have made me more powerful now, I just want them, so that people know to not be sinners. There will always be sinners, but with you around there will be less, Dios said. Naruto nodded. Alright, tomorrow is the first exam. I sense Kyuubi is copying his chakra to give to you, one tail at a time. You can handle one tail now, and soon, multiple. It was good that you saved Haku and Zabuza. Weren't you surprised, Dios said. Naruto nodded. Why would a girl claim she's a boy? I don't understand that at all, Naruto said. Dios chuckled. That blush you got was more than enough. I see things through your S. And Naruto, just because I own your S, doesn't mean you belong to me. Well, it does, in a high sense, but I don't want you to think. For Madara and Orochimaru, the two you must bring to me, I trust you more than anyone else. Once you have given me their S, I'll release you from the contract, Dios said. Naruto nodded. He wanted to get to sleep to prepare himself for the exam. The first test for the Chunin exam was a written test. It could have been easy, or hard, depending which route you took, who you were, and knowing the true meaning behind the test. 9 Chunin level questions, and a mysterious 10th question after the set time period. Information gathering was the key. Many people used various methods, while Naruto had Kyuubi's help. The 10th question was what mattered. If you stayed, you automatically passed, for the 10 question, determined guts. A lot of people had 'em this year. Naruto, deciding to celebrate, went to the famous Ichiraku ramen stand. Famous for him, as it was one of the few places he was welcome. Sasuke and Sakura had joined him. It was then, the daughter of Ichiraku, Ayami, came in, giving Naruto a note. Ayami Nichan. What's this? Naruto asked. Ayami smiled. Hinata Hyuga was over here earlier, asked me to give that note to you, Ayami said. Naruto blushed at that. He secretly had a crush on Hinata. Sakura couldn't help herself. A love note for our loudmouth turned half goth, she teased Naruto. Sasuke sighed. That's cruel, Sakura. You know I've been trying to turn him full goth for a while now, Sasuke said. Both Sakura and Naruto got a chuckle out of that. Naruto read the note. It read, Dear Mr. Uzumaki, I have some important things I need to discuss with you tonight. Meet me inside Yondaim's head at midnight tonight. Don't worry. The Anbu guarding the monument will know to let you pass through. Hiashi Hyuga, clan leader. Naruto was shocked. Sasuke sighed. I hope he doesn't plan to KO you, Sasuke said. He was aware of Kyuubi, as Naruto told him, and him only. This shocked Sakura, and made Naruto crush the glass he was holding. He cursed. Sorry about that, Naruto said, blushing. He didn't eat much ramen that day, so Sasuke had no problem paying the bill, plus the extra the glass cost. At midnight, Naruto was inside the Yondaim's head on Hokage Mountain. He awaited Hiashi. Yondaime. I'm sorry. I know you're watching over me. I hope I haven't saddened you, by selling my S to the devil, to protect Konoha. Sounds stupid, but the devil used my one weakness that actually means something true. But at least he's a decent guy, who has helped me control the power he's given me, Naruto said, as he was beside the casket that held the body of Arashi Kazama. That is a shock of its own, Naruto, a voice said. Naruto recognized the voice, as the Sandaime Hokage's voice. Now you know Gramps, Naruto said. He then snapped his fingers, and all the candles in the tomb were lit up. He saw Hiashi there. Never once did I think that selling your S could be a good thing, Hiashi said. Naruto sighed. Dios, as he likes to be called, is a changed being. Because of who I am, I can tell these things. People judge me for what I am, not who. I have had many beatings, and yet I still care for this village, because I know that this nation loves peace. I have never sensed hatred or deception from you, nor have I Dios. In fact, he's pretty pissed off at the two people that he wants in hell, Naruto said. Both the Hokage and Hiashi understood. I'm sure he would forgive you. He was never one to hold grudges, and out of everyone. I think he respects you the most, Hiashi said. Naruto was puzzled. Hokage-sama, he's ready to know everything. You can stay here, if you want, Hiashi said. Naruto shook his head. As the village leader, I make that need him to stay. What you two will see soon is an S-ranked secret for M, just as Kyuubi is. I already told you part of it. But I'm interested in your story, Naruto said. The three sat down. Arashi Kazama, the Yondaime, was my best friend. I was there when he sealed Kyuubi inside of you. At first, I did want US, but I knew that I would be betraying you, him, and my role to you. I didn't want to KO you out of hatred. It was love. As wrong as it sounds, I didn't want you to suffer because of what needed to be done. I also didn't think straight when I thought that, for I would never harm an innocent child. And that is what you are, innocent. There was no way it was fair how these villages have treated you, Hiashi said. Naruto was shocked. He wanted to sort of KO Hiashi, but knew that Hiashi meant every word. As I said, I would betray him, you, and my role to you, if I did that. Naruto. Arashi Kazama, is your father, Hiashi said, with a rare tear falling from his face. Naruto was clearly shocked now. He slowly turned and glared at the casket. Don't hate him. He trusted no other infant, didn't want to bear any other infant, than you, because you are his son. The fact is, if it were me who sealed it, I would have hoped that it would have been on Hinata's birthday, so it would have been her, because she is my own, and it's that bond that makes me trust her that much like your father does to you, Hiashi said. Naruto understood. Also, before he named me your godfather. What a lame godfather I have been, Hiashi said, fully breaking down. Naruto ran over to him, and embraced him. I understand. But I always thought you demeaned Hinata, Naruto said. Hiashi got up, and sighed. I'm only trying to push her to succeed. But I know it's failing now. The cloud incident scarred her for life, and she is improving, but she is still timid. But I do hope she becomes better. It's her grandfather that I worry about, Hiashi said. Sarutobi sighed. What's wrong with her grandfather? Naruto asked. Hiashi sighed. He's the most cruel of all Hyuga. Senshi is his name. He, like I was, a twin. He was the younger one, so he was part of the branch family. However, his older twin, Seto, my uncle, when he became head, an unfortunate string of events happened. In the end, Seto was unable to reproduce, ensuring that I would be head. I don't like it, but I live with it. When my uncle my father had the caged bird seal removed, as he was an elder. He wants to brand Hinata, and threatened to do so if she loses in the exam. The others agree, but I have warned them that I will K them if they do. I'm not the stuck-up prick everyone thinks I am. I care. I do want him but I know it won't happen, Hiashi said. Naruto sighed. To hate your father that much is hard to hear. Yet I can K him, if he's a sinner. It goes back to me selling my I still have it, but I just work for the devil, in exchange for a power which most shinobi could only dream about, Naruto said, as he transformed into the Ghost Rider. You're a Ghost Rider. Arashi used to talk about them all the time. He even told me the devil would be visiting you one day. It all makes sense. Yes, Arashi believed the devil was a being that only people in hell, because only he could stomach the infinite pain, and didn't exactly belong to heaven. Over the years, he's become less evil. I hope, Hiashi said, with a chuckle. Naruto joined in. I believe he has. Hiashi, there is one ability I want to test out quickly, Naruto said. He placed one of his gloves onto Hiashi's hand, and chuckled. Think about your father, and what he's done. I will automatically see what he's done, Naruto said. Hiashi obeyed. Naruto quickly saw everything, and stumbled back, and fell down, landing in a sitting position. Wow. Forced to have you and your twin, then made sure Seto couldn't have kids, and used his wife. He was insane. Then, he's gonna fry Hinata's brains out. He is guilty. Naruto shouted. He got up, and powered down. Not tonight. When this exam is over for Hinata, if it's to be over, I'll K him then, but under one slight condition, Naruto said. Hiashi sighed. Name it, he said. Naruto smirked. The Byakugan. I want it. With your permission. No surgery will be needed, as what I will do, is the holes my eyes are in my ghost form, they take all the sins, and inflict pain upon the until the is detached, and sent to hell. Apparently, I can absorb bloodline limits, if I wanted to, Naruto said. Sarutobi was shocked, while Hiashi grinned. Consider it a sort of adoption. I wonder though, will your eyes remain the same? Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. Good. Oh, and did you know Hinata has a crush on you? Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. I the same, which is why I must keep away. My enemies will use her to get to me if they discover her. But at the same time, I want to take that chance. I really want to be her boyfriend, Naruto said. Sarutobi chuckled. Well, it's kinda late for me. I'm going to leave. Don't worry, my boys. What has been said here will not leave these walls, unless you two wish for it, Sarutobi said. The other two nodded. Sarutobi left at that. Naruto sighed. Hiashi knelt down to Naruto, before pulling him into a fatherly embrace. I want you to live with us. If need be, I'll adopt you officially. But personally, I hope the crushes turn to full-fledged love, Hiashi said, making Naruto blush. Pack your things tomorrow. Before the forest of death, you will be moved in, if you want, Hiashi said. Naruto nodded. He didn't display it, but he was really happy on the inside. It was then, they heard clapping. How long have you been there, Dios? Naruto asked. Hiashi and Naruto turned to Dios. Not long. I sensed you wanted me to be here, to ask me about this, my young merc friend. You don't need to ask me. If somebody is guilty, doesn't regret it, and is truly evil, then they deserve to tango with me. And we know that won't be pretty, Dios said, earning a chuckle out of Hiashi and Naruto. Dios then walked up to Hiashi. You're right about me. I'm not as evil as when I started out, for you see, I took responsibility of my job that God gave me. It's my children that are the real evil. One of them is Naruto's targets. Yes, Naruto, you are free to love, but you are right in taking caution. The last Ghost Rider proved that. He loved, but was cautious. Didn't live with his love, and was always on the road. You don't need to be that. Just do what you can, when you can. That is all I ask, Dios said. Naruto agreed with that statement. Now, in the Forest of Death, Naruto was separated from Sakura and Sasuke. He had to kill a giant snake, before he could head back. When he did, he saw a weird mark on Sasuke's neck, before he passed out. Naruto was enraged. Kyuubi then flared to life. It's him. Orochimaru. Kyuubi said to Naruto. Naruto began to channel Kyuubi's chakra, to make a single tail. It wouldn't be enough, but he still had to fight. Orochimaru. Snake Sannin. You have sinned a lot in your lifetime. I cannot forgive you. Instead, I will do what should be done, and send your guilty ass straight to hell, Naruto said. His eyes were red now, as he jumped forward, and speared Orochimaru. Orochimaru, with his snake-like face, chuckled. So, you are the jailer of Kyuubi. Well, I hope my old friend is to, Orochimaru said. He pushed Naruto off, before they began their fight. On the contrary, he's helping me. Why do you think I know so much about you? Not to mention, the devil is pissed off at you, for your sins, and turning Kyuubi against what he stood for. You don't mess with any of the devil's siblings, and get away with it, Naruto coldly said, before Orochimaru used a powerful wind jutsu to bash Naruto against a tree, knocking him out. Orochimaru then fled at that. He would wake up later. He saw many marks were on Sasuke. He also noticed Ino, Shikamaru, Chuji, and Lee were there as well. He rose up. Doing okay on your own, Sasuke. That's good. But I'm afraid that I want my share of the fun as well, Naruto said. Sasuke glared at him. Shut up. I need power. I need to defeat them, Sasuke said. Naruto smirked. Evil influence. I can tell. Zaku, Dosu and Kin. The three genin from sound. Pawns of Orochimaru, he said. With that, he became the Ghost Rider. Everyone gasped. Naruto sighed. You're innocent. No true sins have been done by any of you, Naruto said. But he still remained. Dosu, the bandaged guy, tossed out an earth scroll, before the three left. I am far from done, Naruto said. He whistled for his motorcycle, and looked forward. Follow the fire, he said, speeding off. The six-leaf genin did follow, to see the three-sound genin beaten up, except for Kin. Naruto did have reservations about that if the girl didn't harm you first. He got a Heaven's Scroll, as Team 7's was B before. He then his foot into Zaku's back, disabling Zaku's arms. I'm sorry you had to see that. This is a result of selling your S. You becomes the devil's personal mercenary, but it's not all that bad, Naruto said. Lee then walked up. Your flames of, Lee began to say, before Naruto kicked him back. Lee, being tough guy he was surprised by this, as he would have been able to block. I don't remember asking you a damn thing. So shut the hell up about flames of youth crap. These are hell flames. The result of being a Ghost Rider, Naruto said. He then looked at his motorcycle. Go home, he said. The motorcycle sped off. Tell nobody of this. Understand? Lee, Ino, Sakura, especially you three. This is a S-ranked secret, and I doubt Lord Hokage would be overly pleased with me revealing this in a big place. But I had to. Sasuke, that curse mark you received from Orochimaru, as I know what it is making you a different person. You have to resist it at all costs. If you commit sins because of it, then you won't last here. I won't pursue you if you have sins, unless if my boss tells me to, Naruto said. This scared everyone. He then looked over. The tower. Do you guys also have your respective scrolls? Naruto asked. Ino, Shikamaru, and Chuji nodded. Let's go, Naruto said. The six walked towards the tower. But Naruto turned around, becoming normal. Lee, go find your teammates, and good luck, Naruto said. Lee nodded, and vanished. The six made it into the tower, just as Naruto's team made it in. Well, it looks like the Rookie 9 is here, Naruto said. Hinata practically glomped Naruto, which surprised everyone. I told you we would make it. No more worries about this exam, Naruto said. Hinata nodded. Naruto noticed Gaara coming in soon after. Hinata had mentioned that her team was scared of him, because they saw him mercilessly kill other ninja. As much as Naruto tried to keep his distance, Gaara eventually got him one-on-one. I could feel your power. Powers similar to mine. Which is why I must kill you, Gaara said in a very creepy tone. Naruto sighed. I am a demon carrier like you, Gaara. My demon pointed out his younger brother in you, Naruto said. Gaara was impassive to that, as he tried to kill Naruto. But Kyuubi took control, as Naruto let him. Shukaku. We need to talk, Kyuubi said. Gaara nodded. He used a forced sleep jutsu, to bring out Shukaku. Free at last. Kyuubi. He said. He bowed down. Stand up, my brother. But first, Kyuubi, Naruto said, as he made some hand signs, to cast a silence jutsu on the room. You seem to have made KL. Is that your work, or the one who sealed you? Kyuubi, Naruto said. Shukaku, Gaara growled. Not me. I mean it this time. I have been known for my rage, due to jealousy. But us demons are merely protector of humans. I don't see how that is logical, as there are some who hate us, Shukaku, Gaara said. Kyuubi, Naruto chuckled. That's because humans are inferior. Demon containers are the ones we respect the most, for they aren't like the rest of their race. Humans fear and hate what they don't understand. Why do you think they especially fear our big brother? Kyuubi, Naruto said. Shukaku, Gaara nodded. Of course. But the assassination attempts on my host has caused him to believe that he is meant to K, and that K defines his existence. The seal has caused me to be erratic, except when I'm with one of my siblings. Had you not been here, I would be insane. Is there any way you can fix the seal, so Gaara cannot be so insane? Shukaku asked. The lights suddenly went out, and a pair of flaming eyes were seen. Big brother. Both Kyuubi, Naruto and Shukaku, Gaara said. It was Dios. Both demons returned to their respective hosts, allowing the hosts to be in control. Gaara-kun. I hope you've been listening, Dios said. Gaara nodded. Naruto sighed. K for fun can almost make you guilty of M on numerous occasions, and I can't allow sinners to be of this world. You have a chance to be normal. You need a friend. If you had one, that would stick by you, no matter what, would you stop K? Naruto asked. Gaara looked at his hands. My first so-called friend was the first person who tried to K me. I hated it. I hated him. I hated everyone, Gaara said, with rage going into his voice. Naruto sighed. I know, Gaara. I know. You aren't alone. Your siblings care for you. I can tell. But do you? I believe in second chances. Maybe, getting out of the village that has tried to K you, and going to Konoha, and pardon if I sound egotistical, but meeting me, is your second chance. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Naruto said. Gaara was still angry. Naruto approached him. He didn't care if he could have been K. Gaara was reluctant. Naruto was close now. He pulled Gaara into an embrace. This had cracked Gaara's hardened emotional shell. Hey, friend? He asked. Naruto nodded. Gaara let a tear slip. I see. This is good. Naruto. I can feel, he wishes to repent and it has begun. If you have such a power, use it to your advantage, for protecting everyone and everything close to your heart. Humans carry both good and bad traits, and it's unfortunate. Oh Gaara, I am the devil. I'm also the great 9 demons' elder brother. You have nothing to be scared of from me. Let me fix that seal for you, Deso said. Naruto sighed. Are you gonna make his sign the S contract? Naruto asked. Dios shook his head. Unless if he wants to. But I don't recommend it. I only need one Ghost Rider at a time, Dios said, touching Gaara's love kanji. It knocked him out. Sweet dreams, Dios said, before chuckling devilishly, and vanishing. Gaara would wake up later, on a bed. Temari and Kankuro were there, along with Naruto. Whoa, was I really out? Gaara asked, getting up. Naruto nodded. Did Gaara ask? Naruto shook his head. What you saw, what you said, what was done last night, was real. I'm glad you've changed, Naruto said. This puzzled the 2 Sand siblings. I had a talk with him last night, and an old friend of mine fixed his seal. Gaara is no longer a K machine, Naruto said. Gaara nodded, crack a genuine smile. Thanks you Naruto. Temari, Kankuro, Forgive my sins of the past, Gaara said. Temari and Kankuro both smiled. Of course. You're our little brother. We knew one day you'd be more normal than before, Temari said. Gaara nodded. He then looked at Naruto. Ghost Rider, what is that? Gaara asked. Naruto sighed. He knew he had to tell. Well, he decided to tell what a Ghost Rider is, not whom it was. The Devil's Mercenary. Obviously there is one out there. If you're lucky, you'll meet him, Naruto said, before he started to leave. Wait, Sand is going to attack Konoha in a month, during the last part of the exam. It will be an invasion from both Sand and Sound. The Kazekage spoke with Orochimaru, all about this, Gaara said. Naruto clenched his hand. It's a military thing. Well, I can't say much, except that the Kazekage made a grave mistaken. Orochimaru will be him. You have to call off the troops, or at least have them help Konoha. The Sound is young and rough. The most dangerous, led by that snake Orochimaru. I don't care who fights him, as long as I get the last piece. He is the reason why I'm so hated, Naruto said. Gaara nodded. Naruto then left at that. Later, he was talking with Hinata. She seemed relieved that he was okay. Gaara was confused on who he was. He's been through a lot, Naruto said. Hinata hugged him tighter. I believe you Naruto-kun, she said. Naruto smiled. Naruto-kun, she said, blushing. He frowned. Too much? He asked. She shook her head. I hope father doesn't find out, Hinata said, still red-hot blushing. Naruto chuckled. After waiting 5 days, the second exam was over. Many genin made it, and thus, a prelim tournament had to be held to see the numbers down. Sasuke had his match first. He could have gotten disqualified due to the curse, but he kept it down and defeated a Leaf genin. It was of the sole quitter in the exam, and somebody who provided info before the whole thing started. His name was Kabuto. Though Naruto didn't like him one bit. Shino would defeat Zaku. Not only that, but due to Shino's bugs, he was able to remove Zaku's arms. Temari then defeated Tenten, Shikamaru defeated Kin, Ino and Sakura's match was a draw, and Kankuro also won his match. The next names for the battles were Kiba's and Naruto's. This will be fun, Kiba said. The match began. It was slightly unfair, due to Kiba's pet dog, Akamaru, helping out. But Naruto held his own. Your reputation has changed, Naruto. But once I defeat you, I can finally impress Hinata, Kiba said. Akamaru became a clone of Kiba. Naruto made an army of shadow clones. But when the dust settled, 2 figures were down. Naruto, and Akamaru. Kiba was worried about his best friend, so he ran over to Akamaru. Speak to me, he cried out. It was then that Akamaru bit Kiba's arm. Akamaru actually turned out to be Naruto, while the other Naruto was a shadow clone, on top of the real Akamaru. Sorry, but the opportunity presented itself, Naruto said. Kiba was pissed. So pissed that when he ran to tackle down Naruto, he didn't stop when Naruto dodged, so Kiba hit the wall. Oh, and as for Hinata, I'm already dating her, so don't even try, Naruto said. Kiba ran up again. This time, Naruto super kicked him, then jumped into the air. He made sewn hand seals. Sakura and Kakashi recognized them. Grad fireball jutsu, Naruto said, blowing a massive flame onto the arena floor. It fired Kiba, but it didn't K him. The next match was Hinata vs Neji. The cousins of the Hyuga family, in this exam. Neji was older, and more experienced. And this clearly scared Hinata. Hinata, you should give up. I will not be responsible for what your fate will bring you, should you stay. And it looks very grim indeed, Neji said, trying to intimidate her. But Hinata shook her head, and activated her Byakugan. Screw fate, she said. This shocked everyone. Neji was the most shocked. You know, big brother, I've had enough of hearing that. No fate, except for what we make. Remember? Hinata asked. Neji growled. That's not true, he said. The match officially began, as the 2 gentle fist users began to battle. Both had their respective tenketsu sealed off during the match. Hinata attempted a shot to the gut, with all her might, but Neji was not affected. I sealed off your arms, he creepily said. Hinata growled. You're stronger than me. That much I know. But your spirit isn't, she said, attempting to throw him. He did get over Hinata's head, but landed on his feet, and struck her heart. But Hinata blocked it a bit, by holding him back. He was so angry, that he punched her head so hard, then kicked her back. The match was over, but Neji had a kunai in his hands. He was going to go and K Hinata. It was then, that Hinata's sensei, Kurenai, along with Kakashi, another Chunin leader, and Sarutobi's son, Asuma, and Kakashi's friendly rival, Guy, came down. Naruto also came down, ready to K. But Lee blocked him. No, Naruto-kun. Don't risk your spot. Besides, Neji is my rival. Though I don't mind if you did face him next, Lee said. Hinata was taken away on a stretcher. Mark my words, Neji. You will pay, Naruto said. Neji smirked. Last like you could never defeat me. It is simply fate, Neji said, before walking off. Naruto went to Hinata's side. Naruto-kun. I would have given up, if it weren't for you, Hinata said. Naruto really began to cry. He knew what was going to happen. Later, in the Konoha hospital, Hinata was sleeping. Naruto had seen an injured Lee and Chuji. Dosu defeated Chuji, and Gaara defeated Lee. Though Lee had inflicted the injuries upon himself. It was then, that Hiashi walked in. Naruto, my son, he said. He was saddened. Hiashi knew that tonight, somebody was going to S. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.